I promise not to make this video be too long, but I just need to come on here and talk about this really quick. Really wasn't sure what to title this video, but what I want to talk about is loaning money. Loaning money. That's, oh, excuse me, I dropped a little water from my cup. Anyway, loaning money to people has now become an absolute no. Reason being, it just ruins friendships or relationships. You loan money out of the kindness of your heart. Let me back the story up a little bit. So I had kind of put in a rule that I was not going to loan money anymore. Well, two parts to this. You can look at it a couple of ways. One, you flat out not loaning money under no circumstances, no matter who it is. Sorry, they will figure it out. That's what I do know. If you tell somebody no, they'll figure it out. They'll make a way. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is, you know the saying, never loan any more than you can afford to lose. Because it's kind of like gambling, right? Don't go gambling if you can't afford to lose that money, because you just might not win, okay? And in these cases, the borrower of your money is considered the house. So like when you go to the casinos, the casino is the house, and 9 times out of 10, the house always wins. Now, granted, sometimes people will pay you your money back like they promised, and so then you win, the relationship stays intact, and we're good. That's wonderful. Bless you to those who have integrity and actually pay their debts back. But I'm talking about those people who don't pay you back. So that's what this video is about. In this video, it speaks to why, at this point, I don't even think I'm going to go with the scenario, never loan any more than you can afford to lose. Although, sometimes people's situations pull at your heartstrings and kind of makes you go against what your boundary is or the rule you have set for yourself. And let me tell you this, it's okay to set a rule for yourself to say, I don't loan money anymore. And if the other individual gets mad or an attitude, I look at it like this. I'd rather you have an attitude and be mad at me for not loaning you my money, opposed to me having to get an attitude with you for you not paying me back my money, and the friendship or relationship or situationship crumbles. At least if everything falls apart behind me not loaning you money, well, at least it fell apart and I still got my money. So, I guess, you weren't that friend or that person anyway if you got an attitude with me because I didn't loan you money. And so, that's my take on that. As much as I like to give. Now, here's one other thing, one other caveat. I wouldn't look at it as a loan. If I really felt for you and you really were, and the person was really in a situation, then I would probably, if I had it, just give it to them. I wouldn't consider it a loan. That way I'm not looking for it to come back to me. And that way I don't, there's no animosity with me giving it to you. So that's the third way you can look at, giving money, or not really loaning money, but offering it. Not offering it, but if they ask you for it, you can give it under that umbrella. So if they say, let me borrow such, if you have it, to give it, you say, hey, no, I'm going to give it to you. Don't worry about paying it back. Okay. So you have that avenue as well. So, reasons why I don't understand when people borrow money from you, right? They phone works, your phone works, text messages work. They can get and they can send and receive text messages. Their mouth works because their mouth worked enough to ask you to borrow some money. Example. Hey, I know we're not really close like that, but my rent really I'm behind $200 on my rent. Do you think I could borrow? Could you please loan me the $200? And I promise I'll braid your hair. I'll give you 2 free hairstyles, which normally equates to about $120. Not my hairstyle, but they was doing somebody else's hair for me. I'll do 2 free hairstyles, plus I'll pay you back the $200. I just really, really need to, you know, pay my rent so I don't get evicted. First thought, okay, $200. I really, really don't loan money like that. But I don't want to see anybody get evicted. And your incentives were to pay back the money, offer 2 free hairstyles. Okay. Let's see if you're a woman of your word, what kind of integrity you're working with. A lot of times, people in that type of situation, you have to think, okay, you're supposed to pay me back $200. You fell behind in your circumstance, in your rent. I have to ask myself, okay, so this is what's going through my mind. How are you going to actually really pay me back the $200? Has your finances increased? Were you going to get a raise? How exactly was that person going to pay the $200 back? So because she offered to do 2 free hairstyles, I said, okay, well, that kind of be the equivalent of the $200. So in the back of my mind, I'm already saying, okay, monetarily, I'll probably never see the $200. But the 2 hairstyles, okay, I can deal with that. This is just what I'm saying to myself. Because I still want to see if this person is going to honor the deal or speak on it or say something about it. A couple of months go by, and here's the other thing about when you loan money, and then I'm going to finish this story. I should not have to reach out to you to ask for my money. I didn't ask you to call me to borrow it, right? You did that all on your own. But it seems like you have to always call some of the people that you loan money to say, hey, when you gonna run that? It's 3 days past the time you said you was gonna pay me back. What's up? You shouldn't have to call those people. And I stopped doing that. I'm not gonna call you. You know you borrowed it. You know you owe it. What are we doing here? Anyway, back to the story. So a couple of months go by, and I text the individual. Hey, such and such wants to get their hair braided. What's your availability look like? I just want to collect on the agreement that we made several months ago when I loaned you the $200. I'm calling in one of the free hairstyles. Let me know what your time frame looks like. When I say crickets, no response. And so I said, okay. Now, I can't say it was to be expected because I really had hope that this person really had some integrity with themselves. Your phone worked, you received text messages and everything. When you picked up the phone and text me to borrow the money, I don't understand why people get an attitude when you do ask for your money, and they get an attitude like you bugging them. Like, excuse me, I'm bugging you for my money that I loaned to you out of the kindness of my heart. I probably didn't even really have it, but I dug deep and loaned it to you so that you could be in an okay situation. But now when it's time to pay back, I'm the villain, I'm money hungry, I'm all of these horrible things, but I wasn't all of that when you reached out to me to borrow the money, right? So that's one of the reasons why, so now at this point, that's considered a severed. She wasn't really a friend, but somebody that I loan money to, that's considered a severed situation now. And the thing about that, when people are like that, they're going to always find themselves in a situation having to borrow money. The only thing is, they can't come back across this bridge to borrow a darn thing, because why? You burnt that bridge when you was walking across it and took the money and didn't look back, didn't bother to respond. So that's just terrible, you know? And so, anyway, the other reason why you don't loan money, I don't know if you ever used to watch the talk shows, not the talk shows, but the court TV shows, right? This used to be the funniest thing. When they would have to take somebody to court to sue them, right, for their money. And the judge would ask, okay, well, when were you supposed to pay the person back? Oh, she told me she was going to pay me back, or he told me he was going to pay me back when he got his income tax. The whole courtroom just falls out laughing, because that is the worst excuse. You should never let somebody tell you, oh, I'm going to pay you back when I get my income tax. That's a red flag right there, because what happens is, I don't know what happens. When the people are desperate, they want to borrow money. Oh, yeah, I'm going to pay you back when I get my income tax. Income tax time rolls around. Either they ghost you, or they tell you some extravagant lie about, I don't know, maybe they owe student loans, or some lie they come up with as to why they can't pay you your money back. But it's a lie. And so income tax rolls around, still people don't never pay you back 9 times out of 10, a lot of the times, okay? Maybe, again, like I said, some people with integrity, they honor and they pay you back. I'm talking about the people that don't. So before anybody comes for me in the comment section, I'm talking about those who don't pay you back, those who make excuses as to why, and some of the reasons why they lie and they make up the excuses. And the whole income tax thing, anybody that used to watch court TV, anybody that's loaned money to anybody and has been in that situation, waiting for somebody to pay you back, that is one of the reasons. My income tax, loan me the money. When I get my income tax, I'm going to pay you back. Income tax, because see, they get that money, and they get to looking, and they get to thinking, they be like, she gonna have to take a loss on that, because I'm not about to pay her back, or this is the other thing they do. They owe you money, right? And then you see them with new nails and fly hair, and they might have went and bought a new car, or they might have put some new music in their car. They might have went and got some rims, or they flossing on Instagram or TikTok or wherever, and they all spending big bucks, but they owe you money. It's like, well, you got a new iPhone? What? You got some new sounds in you got a new car? Did you forget that you owe me $200, $500, $50? But you all flossing like that, and I can't get mine back? Okay, but guess what? That money is short term, honey. Because the thing is this, you going to always need me before I'm going to ever need you, because you were the one on the borrowing end in the first place. And then when you get your little coins, you forget who helped you out in your time of need. That's something you should never do. You never bite the hand that feeds you. But you can't tell these people anything. So my thing is this. I mean, there's just so many different scenarios as to what happens when you loan money. So at the end of the day, in order to save face, because I said this video wasn't going to be that long, so sorry. In order to save face, if it's a true friend or associate or what have you, if your boundary is no, let it be no. Non-negotiable, non-waivable. No. Stand 10 toes down, because that way you save yourself a bunch of heartache and headache down the line. Unless, like I said, you're going to just give it to them as a gift and bless them, and you be blessed because you planted a good seed. Or you go with you never loan any more than you can afford to lose, if you want to go that route. Again, or it's just, I don't loan money. That's just one of my rules. But I love you. I can see if I can help you figure something else out. How else can I be of service to you in your time of need? That's how you have to handle that situation. So anyway, in the comments section, I hope this video has enlightened somebody, has helped somebody, has offended nobody. Because if you're a person that be borrowing money and don't pay it back, then I'm talking about you. But anyway, in the comments section, love to hear from you. Don't forget, if you're a new subscriber, thank you. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. I hope that you can take time and look at the other videos that I have posted. Just put them on and just binge watch, because they all have good information. I'm going to come back and do another video today because I feel like I'm on a roll. I have so much I want to talk about, but I may not upload them all today. Anyway, please give the video a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm. So if you look at the video, and especially if you watch it all the way through the end, just hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section, even if it's just emoji, a happy face emoji. It lets the YouTube algorithm, I believe, know that individuals are interested in the content, because when you're striking up conversations and interacting in the comment section, that helps. So subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit the notification bell also, and hit all when you hit the notification bell, so that way when I put out new videos, you do get notified. And share. So like, comment, subscribe, share. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You know, all that, the regular lingo. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay? Thank you for watching. Bye.